This thing's on, right? If you're getting ready for work right now, you're probably not Van Smack.
If you're getting ready for work right now, then you're probably not
Van
Doug
Smack.
Collins. If you're getting ready for work right now, then you're probably
Jim
not
Rome.
Doug Collins. If you're getting ready for work right now, then you're probably
Paper the
not
box.
work right now, then you're probably
Van
not
Smack.
Doug Collins.
Oh, wait. Turns out I am here. Turns out I did not get Black Monday'd, like many of you assumed. Although maybe I should Black Thursday myself for thinking that I could be on the air sounding like this. Yo, clones, I own the company. You know that, right? I own the business. I pay the bills. I keep the lights on. In order for me to get Black Monday'd, I would have to be the one making that call. So no, I did not get axed. I would have to fire myself. I am not John Harbaugh. I am not Mike McVape. I am not Jonathan Gannon. I am not Pete Carroll. I am not Kevin Stefanski. I'm not my dude, Raheem Morris. You know who I am. I'll tell you exactly who I am. You know who I am? I'm Jake Paul. I'm Jake Paul, and this aptly named superflu is Anthony Joshua.
You know who the hell
And
I
it
am.
kicked my ass, and it broke my face. Twice. And now I've been banned from fighting in most states, given how one-sided that fight was and is between me and whatever the hell is floating around right now. So no, I'm not the one who got Black Monday'd or Black Thursday'd. So let's try this again. If you're getting ready for work right now, then you're probably not Mike McDaniel.
If you're getting ready for work right now, then you're probably not Doug
Mike
Collins.
McDaniel. Go ahead, Alvy.
Work right now, then you're probably not Doug
Pete Carroll.
Collins. If you're getting ready for work right now, then you're
Kevin
probably not
Stefanski.
Doug Collins. If you're getting ready for work right now, then you're probably
Raheem
not Doug
Morris.
Collins. If you're getting ready for work right now, then you're probably not Doug
Jonathan
Collins.
shot out of a
If you're
Gannon
getting ready
cannon.
for work right now, then you're
You're right,
probably
man.
not Doug Collins. If you're getting ready for work right now, then you're probably not Doug Collins.
John Harbaugh.
If you're getting
Pretty
ready
jarring,
for work
right?
now, getting ready for work right
Pretty
now,
jarring
then
to have the
you're
name
probably
John
not Doug Collins.
Harbaugh
Hey, John.
getting the Doug Collins treatment, right?
If you're getting ready for
Jarring,
work-
but to me, not surprising. Now, to some people who seem to think that they did this guy all dirty, it's shocking and appalling, but not to me. The Ravens are one of the truly great organizations in that league. And while it couldn't have been easy to break him off, it absolutely was the right thing to do. Now, I want to be clear about this. Lamar Jackson is not absolved of guilt, all right? There are concerns about Lamar Jackson, but I'll get to that a little bit later on. I want to say this about Harbaugh. Considering this guy did just underachieve big time this year, and not just this year, the Ravens have been underachieving for years. Years. In fact, you could call the entire Lamar Jackson era an underachievement, considering they've only won 3 playoff games with the 2-time MVP and the future Hall of Famer. 3. Never mind wasting another prime year of his career, did you expect the organization to waste his entire Hall of Fame career? And if you want to point to reports that he had lost Lamar Jackson and that the organization picked the star quarterback over the winningest head coach they've had, then fine. That also would be the right call, and every other team would do the same thing. Then again, in defense of John Harbaugh, and there are some negative reports about Lamar, which I'll get to later on. But that aside for right now, in defense of Harbaugh, some other things. It was not Harbaugh who shanked a 44-yard field goal with the season on the line. He also was not the one who dropped an easy ball by a great player on a 2-point conversion with the season on the line. Nor was he the one who fumbled at the goal line in the AFC Championship game with the season on the line. But Harbaugh is the one who has to wear the responsibility for all of that failure because he is the head coach, because that is the job. They can get it done, period. That's why he was the head coach and isn't any longer. Now, I'll tell you something I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear the luckiest dude ever whining about nobody having any patience in the NFL these days. You know I'm talking about you, Mike Tomlin. Tomlin actually said as much. Tomlin could easily be on the other side of this right now. Tomlin says the firing is just another example of a lack of patience, even though John Harbaugh was in Baltimore for what, 100 years? Tomlin has been in Pittsburgh even longer. How much more patient was Baltimore supposed to be? You can't draft off that one ring from like 50 years ago, even though that's exactly what Tomlin's trying to do. Listen, Harbaugh is a really good coach, a really good leader, a really good culture builder. We know this, but you can't stay forever. The thing ran its course. And I'll tell you something else. They kept the wrong guy, right? They let the wrong guy walk out the door, and they kept the wrong guy. It's no coincidence that Mike Macdonald, does anybody know Mike Macdonald? It's no coincidence that Mike Macdonald, anyway, if you're new to the program, there's certain drops that we used to have. There it is. You'll get caught up.
Yep.
Yep. It's no coincidence. Yep. Do you know Michael Macdonald?
Do you
He
know
used
about
to be John Harbaugh's defense coordinator. I'm still too sick to do this. Look, it's no coincidence that Macdonald went right to Seattle and locked up the number 1 seed. He's a genius. Baltimore, while at the same time, no coincidence, he's going there. Baltimore crashes and burns. Once he left, they kept the wrong guy. And you know it's killing Ravens ownership and management right now. A rare mistake by a great organization, but understandable at the time. They just don't want to make another mistake of that magnitude again. See, like, the risk is not in letting Harbaugh go now. The risk is in keeping him and thinking that anything will be any different. Because as always, if nothing changes, nothing changes. Now, that said, he is clearly the best available candidate on the market, and it does change a lot of things, i.e., Miami all of a sudden fired Mike McVape. If they were going to fire McVape, wouldn't they have done it on Black Monday? But, as far as Harbaugh goes, as I mentioned, great coach. His brother says he's the best coach he's ever seen, but he might be biased. Brother. But let's not act like Harbaugh is Sean McVay or Kyle Shanahan or Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan and Vince Lombardi all rolled into one. Hell, he's not even Mike Macdonald at this point. He's a CEO. He's a culture builder, a motivator. But he doesn't coach the offense. He doesn't coach the defense. And we just saw him fail to get it done with one of the most talented rosters in the league and one of the most talented quarterbacks ever. They started the year as a Super Bowl favorite. No, the Super Bowl favorite, and they missed the playoffs. As far as I know, that's never happened before. So he's going to get plenty of interest, and he's going to get plenty of offers, but that's not exactly a slam dunk, sure thing, can't fail hire that people are making it out to be. Now, for the Dolphins, as an example, that would be a slam dunk. I'm just wondering why in the hell the most in-demand head coach would consider a franchise without a quarterback that has not won a Super Bowl in 25 years. I know why Miami wants him. I just don't understand why he would ever consider them. Stephen Ross obviously thinks he can get him. Or maybe Kevin Stefanski is a fallback. Or as I mentioned, McVape would have gotten Black Monday'd with the rest, right? Especially when it's still possible that a playoff team that loses this weekend winds up breaking off their coach. Like, I don't know, Buffalo? I don't know if you ask Packer fan, the Packers? Like, that's not going to happen with the Packers. I don't see that happening. But if Sean McDermott loses to the Jags, could it cost him his job? Maybe. As for the Ravens, is that the best job right now? Hell yes, it is. No doubt. Again, great owner, great GM, great quarterback. even if maybe he sleeps through meetings, even if maybe he stays up late gaming. But he's still a 2-time MVP. But then again, we don't really know what Baltimore's looking for because this regime hasn't had to hire coaches. We just know this much. They're not afraid as they pulled the trigger on Harbaugh, who at that time had never even been a coordinator. Brilliant hire. It was. But do they want their defensive identity back, or do they want an offensive wonderkind to try to get Lamar back on track? I don't know. We'll see. I just know it's a damn good job. And the coaching carousel is wild.